See, he could even stir emotion without even a word coming out of his mouth.
Yes, I believe that. It's happened before.
Oh, I love that groove. It's such a great progression how it just builds and builds through the song, and then it ends with that epic guitar solo. Really cool stuff. So
yeah, love the ending.
Yep, hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, thank you.
So folks, it's time. That's right. As you guys know, we released our album Red 32 last week, and you can find it at red32.bandcamp.com. And Kris is holding up her copy as well as I am holding up mine. And you guys can find those at Bandcamp. It's only $12 plus shipping, so not too horrible. You get a wonderful fold, and it has our names on it and all that good stuff, and a cool looking CD itself. What do you think of the CD itself, the design on it?
I love the CD itself. And in fact, my son, he loves to listen to Steve with me when we're driving together in the car. And he actually opened it and was like, "Is that a roulette wheel, Mom? Oh, I love that." And he was even more stoked when the CD is the same way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a little bit different design. Nick Katona designed the CD cover, or the CD part itself. I did the rest of the artwork. But yeah, Nick Katona from Melodic Revolution Records, he designed the CD itself. He did a wonderful job on that. It looks really cool. So
love it.
Let's do it this way. Let's play the song, and then when we come back, we'll talk about it. How's that?
Okay.
So we're going to start with the opening track. This was the single re-released a few weeks ago. This is called Burn Into the Sun. So you guys know what to do. Crank it up, enjoy, and we'll be back with Kris, and she's going to tell us all the things she loves about it. That's right. We'll be right back.
Of nature and the world have come undone. We find humanity ignoring what has come. The bonds that hold us tight are broken. As we burn into the sun, the heat is rising in the barrel of a gun. Nobody acting like the battle isn't won. The apathy of words unspoken. Inside of each and every one, we dream of days that long ago have come and gone, but somehow we still put our hope in. But our history is taught that when there's profit in the battles to be fought, the ones with money and control come out on top. But not this time, the beast is woken. Into the sun, burn. Into the sun, burn. Into the sun, into the sun, into the sun. sun.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome back. Oh, that was the opening track, Burn Into the Sun. What'd you think, Kris? What do you think of that one?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love the ending. Just it summarizes it perfectly, and it's amazing. Love the backing vocals. That's you talking
No,
in
just
that
on the
monologue.
no, yeah, the
at the end.
monologue is the
Yeah,
spoken word. Is-
yeah, spoken word. Love that. And the drums were so cool. And a lot of times I can't tell if it's the guitar or the keyboards. You were pointing to the keyboards, so I'm assuming
Right.
that was the keyboard. Loved those keyboards. That was so amazing on that track.
Yeah, it's a it goes back and forth. It starts off on the solo with Rob, and then EC comes in with the guitar, and then it goes back to Rob. So it's a little dual there. I like how where that comes out, and Steve did so much of the production on this. He had the idea to kind of make it stop there and then hit with that funk guitar where it goes dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun dun. That was cool. I
totally
dig
cool.
that.
And I love Steve's voice on this one. It's almost like it's not Steve.
So
It's like
good.
his alter ego, maybe.
Yeah. I look back and I think to myself, sometimes I'm like, I listen to it and I go, now, if I didn't know anybody in this band, would I like this song or not? Is kind of how I have to look at it, because obviously I'm biased towards this, and I would. You listen to it and it's just a cool groove, and we're very proud of this album. So I hope everybody else is the lyrics. Steve wrote all the lyrics on the whole thing, and they're all just, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he takes the name of one of the songs that I write, like one of the grooves, and then he turns it into, writes all the lyrics around it, which is just completely backwards. That's not how you're supposed to do it.
Well, it's amazing. Whatever he does is amazing. His formula works.
Yeah.
Don't
By the way,
stop.
Steve says George Santos on Vox.
Yeah.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Okay, so now up next, and I want to talk about this one first this time. This is called Evil Never Sleeps. I personally think this is the most proggy song on the album. I think this has a lot of cool elements, and I definitely think it's the most progressive out of it. And it's not all progressive. There's some pop, some ambient, a lot of different stuff on here. So let's listen to this, and when we get back, we're going to see what Kris has to say. So you guys know what to do. Crank it up, enjoy, and we'll be back. That's right.
If we could only find a better way to live together every single day, the world that we create could be a paradise, or we could simply choose to fade away. Every time we choose the path to fall, I can hear the devil's fiery call. Temptation, creation of all that brings us down. The gates of hell are open to us now.
That's right. Welcome back. That was and will continue to be Evil Never Sleeps. What'd you think of that one, Kris?
Oh my gosh, I loved it from the beginning. It comes in and it's just like this epic start to it. And it sounds really evil. And then Steve's voice comes in and it's like this comforting voice from, tell you everything's going to be okay. I love, love, love that. And I love the rhyming when he rhymes just two words, like
Yeah,
confusion and illusion.
right.
It's just, he always picks the perfect words to rhyme. And it
Always.
just makes sense and it fits and it's a masterpiece. I love it. And
I
it's
think
definitely proud.
Oh, definitely. I think Steve's the best lyricist on the planet right now. I'm just every day, I'm just constantly amazed with some of these lyrics that he writes. And I mean, let's go back to some of these lyrics here that I think are super, super cool. Um, the world that we create could be a paradise, or we could simply choose to fade away. Now, I love this. Kris dropped her phone. Save yourself from evil. Get up off your knees. Save yourself from evil, because evil never sleeps. I mean, it's just cool lyrics. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy the way he writes lyrics, and I'm just so proud of the work that he puts into these songs. I mean, it's just crazy. That bass line in the solo is super cool. It's a cool funk bass line, and it kind of sounds like a fretless bass. It's a doo 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 doo. And then I like how it goes into the heavier tempo and then seamlessly slides back into the original groove to end the song. I think those are some of the coolest things I like about this arrangement. I think they were super cool. So, it's kind of weird tooting my own horn here. So let's not talk too much about me, because this is kind of weird. But you're the first one, Kris, that has done something like this on my show, to where one of our listeners has came on and we've both listened to an album together. We're not doing a TPM where we're taking one of our favorite albums of all time and breaking it down. So this is a whole new thing and a whole new territory we're going in here. And I'm thinking this might be something cool to try in the future again with, maybe some other listeners and stuff, where we'll just play an album and kind of just, walk our way through it. So the next one up seems to be the consensus. A lot of people are telling me that's their favorite song on the album, A Place to Call Home. And I really love this one. So let's listen to it. When we come back, Kris is going to tell you all the cool stuff she loves about it or hates about it. We don't know. So
Oh,
with that, crank it up, enjoy, and we'll be right back.
Is home a place, or who you love, or want to spend time with? Is home a world, a landmark in infinity to guide us? Could home be a transient thing, a temporary stop? Maybe we're only passing through until the bottom drops. Out of the blue, inhospitable to mankind. And we'll have to find a new home.
right, welcome back. A Place to Call Home from the debut album of Red 32. Kris, what did you think of that one? What are some of your highlights or lowlights, if you will?
No, all highlights. This I love the beat of this song. It's a very happy song. I absolutely love the guitar on this one. Is super amazing to me, and it just fits in there so nicely. And along right after you, when you have the vocals, I love. I don't know how you get your voice to sound like that. Is that just your voice, or is there something?
Yeah, there's
Like,
a little effect on there. Yeah, Steve
okay,
worked with magic and production on that.
I absolutely love that. And I love the lyric, void from whence we came. That's like one of the best lyrics on that song for me.
Yeah, I mean, some of the lyrics are just great. I mean, we will be multi-planetary citizens of life. We will be stronger, smarter, faster if we're to survive. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they're just wonderful lyrics. I really love the way Steve writes his lyrics. They're just incredible the way he can write lyrics. I'm just, like I said, I'm always amazed at these lyrics that he writes. And I'm just, every day I'm just blown away by this guy. And, you know, Rob Schindler's keyboards, you know, Robzilla. That's why I call him Robzilla, because he is just amazing. He is one of the greatest keyboard players. I mean, such an underrated keyboard player. I mean, Rob needs to be a household name. I mean, he really does. You listen to his albums, you listen to the work he does. We throw anything at him and he can do something with it, something magical with everything he does. And then, you know, you throw Eric in there, who's just got a great sense of his guitar work, you know, the right tones and the right where to put a solo. You know, Eric's did a great job on this. We are so happy that Eric agreed to do guitar on this album. So very stoked, very, very happy. So up next, now this one is a little different. I think this one is just, you know, some of these production ones, I kind of got lost in production. And I think this one is just me and Steve. And this was a groove I wrote, and I originally called it Light Bearing Creatures. And I was, again, blown away by what Steve did with it. You know, he took that groove and he gave it some feeling and he gave it some movement. if you will, from a fairly static groove to this cool movement. So let's listen to Light Bearing Creatures, and you guys know what to do. Crank it up, enjoy, and we'll be back very shortly. That's right. That's right. Welcome back. Oh man, I like that when it's a happy groove.
I love it too. I love happy grooves, and Steve has a lot of them, and that's a lot of why I like Steve's music, is because it's just happy music. It just makes you happy to listen to it. You know, between the music, the lyrics, all of it, it just makes you happy.
Yeah, I agree. Your little okay. So there's an Easter egg. I'll call it an Easter egg on the album. And
Oh,
uncredited, in case you guys didn't notice, I sing the low part of the background vocals on that one.
which I am so happy to know that. I love to know all the back details of everything.
Yeah.
Like I love to know the exact lyrics, and sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Sometimes I can figure them out, sometimes I can't, but it's fun to keep listening and trying to figure them out. Sometimes you get something funny, sometimes you actually hear what's meant to be
Yeah,
said.
yeah. So that's
It's
your
great.
guys' Easter egg on the album. It's uncredited on the album, which I like it that way. But yeah, you can hear the low part is me there on the background vocals there. So that's your
And
guys'
I
Easter egg on the album.
I could totally hear it because Steve said that in the chat. So I totally was listening and totally could hear it. And I love it, Tony. I love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fun. So Steve took my my pretty horrible vocals and made them sound very decent. So way to go, Steve. Way to go, Steve. Now on the keyboard solo there in the middle, I think that was Steve. I don't believe that was Rob. I think it was Steve. Like I said, I got lost in production on some of these, and I lost track of who did what where, because there's so many different pieces to this album. I completely got lost in production on some of these. Yeah, that was Steve on the keyboard solo there in the middle. Another Easter egg for you guys is that was Steve on keyboard. So
Love it. I
pretty
love
cool.
that
Yeah.
much too.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird little intricacies about this album like that, these little things. So with that, we're going to get to the next track. It is called Flow. And I want to talk about this one first. You guys know, as I said last week, this is the continuation of Flow Instrumental, the track that Rob and I donated to the Bob Moog Foundation. This is the vocal version of it. And this, I call it ambient soul. Steve's vocals, again, we keep coming back to these wonderful things that Steve does through the album. These vocals, they're total soul vocals to me. I can hear this in an R&B song. And then you add Rob's wonderful textures on top of that with the flute and the Moog. I really love this song. I think this is one of the better songs on it. And I fear this is going to go unnoticed, so to speak, on the album. And I hope people out there will listen a little more intently to this track, because I think this track is very special. And not only because it's, extension of Flow Instrumental, which was our donation to the Bob Moog Foundation, but also I just think it's a beautiful song, and the vocals really hit me. They hit me really in the soul. So you guys know what to do. Crank it up, enjoy Flow, and we'll be back here in a few minutes.
Don't roll against the tide. Don't fight the joy inside. We're just going for the ride of our lives through the universe, wondering what it's all about. It seems the harder we I know it's hard to play the game, to be a soul survivor. You know the sun follows the rain, troubles will soon be over. It's just the way of the world, the things we want, the things we do and don't do. Feels like the harder we try, it slips away, just like sand through the hourglass. Love is the name of the game that we ought to be playing. Peace is the end of the pain, it's the word that I'm saying. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Love is the name of the game that we ought to be playing. Peace is the end of the pain, it's the word that I'm saying. It's just the way of the world, the things we want, the things we do and don't do. Love, 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 love. Feels like the harder we try, it slips away, just like sand through the hourglass. Love, 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 love.
That's right. Welcome back. That was Flo from the debut album Red 32. That's right. Kris, what'd you think of that one?
I think I should close my blinds and turn off the lights because that was a little much. Whew, that was hot stuff right there. And I
Nice.
feel like I couldn't look at the cameras, no offense, because I felt like it was too intimate for me to be looking at the camera while I was listening to that. Sorry.
No, all good.
Oh my gosh, that is like the sexiest song. And is that the song that you sent me over on the YouTube video with the aquarium?
No, that's from my upcoming TRV album.
Okay. It was as good as that. It was peaceful. It was just beautiful. It's hot. It's sexy. I could just, like Billy said last week, another 6 or 10 minutes. I could listen to that in the background of my life. Just have that as my background music.
Very, very proud of that one. And one more little small Easter egg here is I actually did the mix on the beginning and the end of that one there. So most of the mixing was done by Steve. Steve did so much on this album. I mean, we both produced it, but all these arrangements, they're all Steve. I mean, all of them, the arrangements themselves. But that one, I mixed in the arrangement on that one from the original, and then what Steve had produced. And so another little Easter egg there on the album. And God, man, those vocals get me every time.
Oh, me too.
It's one of his better, and his vocal performances just always blow me away. But the way he got up into that range of like R&B and soul was just amazing. And then, you mix Rob's beautiful, wonderful Moog, and the flute sounds are just incredible. They added so much to that original groove. It was just, I love that song so much. That's one of my favorite songs on there. And like I said, I fear that one's going to go unnoticed.
No, that will not happen. There's no way this song could go unnoticed on this album. This is an amazing song. It's beautiful. One word, it's stunning.
Thank you. We really appreciate that, Kris. Now, Rob says he had help from Thing, his little thing hand, his third hand. Oh my God. Did you watch the YouTube video of the replay of it?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you see where Rob broke out the Thing hand?
Yes.
That's what he's talking about.
That was funny.
Oh, Rob, I don't know where he pulled that thing out of, but I was dying laughing. It was so funny. So we got about, oh God, we're running out of time. Billy, are you coming on after me? If not, I'm going to have to run a little bit long probably, because we still got 5 songs to go here and we only got a half an hour. So I'm going to get right into this. To me, this one here, another one of my favorites on here, I would call this progressive folk music is what I would call it. And when we get back, Kris is going to tell us if she thinks it's progressive folk music. This is called The Very First Band in Space. So you guys know what to do. Crank it up. Enjoy. We'll be back.
in summer floating. We'll never feel this high again. I wish tonight was never ending. The very first band in space, staring out at the stars and then to the state of grace. Being one with the sun, the very first band in space, holding on to the moment, living in a state of grace. Who could dream such a dream?
Yeah, that's right. Welcome back. The very first band in space. What did you think of that one, Kris?
That's a fun song too. To know that that was backwards guitar. I don't know how you can make that, and then to hear that it's done by keyboards. I don't even know how that's possible, but I loved every second of it. Can I ask, the like monologue or it's almost like background to me. Is that the lyrics? Were they in English?
Yes.
Or was it English? Are we supposed to be able to hear it all? Because I really love to like hear the words and like listen and know exactly what's being said. And I couldn't understand it. I thought maybe it was in Italian or some other language because I couldn't quite make it out.
Wow, I could hear it perfectly clear, and I got horrible hearing.
Really?
So,
Okay.
yes, I
I'll
don't
have to
know. We'll have
listen
to ask
harder.
Steve if maybe he put some subliminal things in there. We don't know. Maybe
The
Steve.
mumbling is mumbling.
My favorite line in there is this one here. It says, and this is, I think, directly related to our band. Now that we're underway, our song list feels a little brighter. Every single note we play is like the first time, only better. That is such a great line.
It is. It's a great line. First time,
Ah,
only better.
oh, yeah, like the first time, only better. But yeah, man, I just can't get enough of these lyrics, man. So up next, since we got to kind of move it along a little bit, don't forget, right after my show today, Billy Allen will be on with the Analog Cafe. So make sure and stay tuned there. I don't know what he's got cooking today. Maybe he'll tell us here in the chat room what he's got lined up for us, but make sure and stay tuned for that directly following today's show. So the next song actually features Billy Allen on bass. That's right. He does the killer bass part on this. I love this song. This is a song that originally Steve had sent to me, and he was unsure about what we thought we were going to think about it. And I love it. I think it's cool. This is called Mean. So you guys know what to do. Listen to these lyrics again. They're wonderful. Crank it up. Enjoy. We'll be back.
Buried in the dirt, down beneath the hurt, I have nightmares of their anger. Every muscle torn, every fear reborn, every day a rerun of rancor. Find myself alone in the gutter, alone with my primal scream. Blame it all onto your father and mother. They treated me. Why did you have me only to hurt me? You broke my life, now you will face my final scream. Lurking in the dark, evil in the park, fill me off with holy water. All I've ever known, lessons learned at home, memories of innocent slaughter. Find myself alone in the gutter, alone with my primal scream. Blame it all onto your father and mother. They treated me.
I love that one. That was mean
Ooh.
from Red 32. What did that one scare you a little bit, Kris?
Yeah, that's one of the scary ones. I
Yeah.
still love it though, but it was definitely, it's different. And I love the scream in the background that you can barely hear, but it's there when he after he says scream, and it's like you could just hear it. It's like a horror film. It is like a horror film. And
It's wonderful.
Billy loved the bass on that one.
Yeah, that was cool. I love the way he did that, man. I like how he did it kind of in a almost, it's like a chord. I'm not sure if he did a chord on that but it just sounds super cool. The way he put that distortion on the bass was perfect. And again, wonderful lyrics. They make sense. Blame it all on father and mother. They treated me mean. You have to listen to my primal scream. Stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Just really cool. Love it. Thank you, Kris. We like that. So we got 3 to go here. We're gonna try to get them in. It's gonna be a little dicey. This is called Slow Burn. This is another fan favorite so far. I've got a lot of people so far that have also picked this song out as one of their favorites. So without further ado, this is called Slow Burn. This features Mike Sherrill on drums from P Ridge Nation. And you guys know what to do. Crank it up. Enjoy.
In the old, old, old world, we would learn from our mistakes. In this cold, 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 cold world, we have earned our bitter fate. In the old world, we were on our way. In the old world, to a better slowly takes away what makes us human. We have to fight against this cold, cold world.
That's right. Slow Burn from Red 32.
Whoa.
What do you think, Kris?
Oh my gosh, that song should be like a movie theme song. That's how epic it is for me. Between the guitars and the drums and the piano and the Hammond, OMG, that's all I can say. It was just beyond it. The tempo is soothing, even though the lyrics are so deep and meaningful.
Yeah.
It still has this beat that just gives you peace. It's a hopeful song to me.
Yeah, it's another one of the more progressive songs on there. I love the tempo changes, and Mike Sherrill comes in with those heavy hitting drums, and it's just I think it's a very well composed song. And we get back to those. I just love Steve's vocals. I think he's a wonderful vocalist with so much range, and there's a lot of that. It really shows on this album. So we're just gonna do one more song. We're not gonna play the whole album. We're not gonna quite fit it in. So why don't we, because we're down to just a few minutes here, why don't we play Space Rider? Then when we come back, we'll kind of talk our way out of this, and we'll let you get on. I know you need some lunch. I got to go to a barbecue. Everybody's got something to do. I want to thank everybody, though, for hanging with us here for this encore presentation of Red 32. So let's listen to Space Rider, and then Kris will tell us what she thinks and tell us what an overall synopsis of what she thinks of the album itself, and then we'll let you get on with your days. Crank it up, enjoy, and we'll be back in less than 4 minutes. That's right. That's right. Space Rider by Red 32. What'd you think of that one, Kris?
I loved it. I want to be a space rider someday.
We always fall back to this space theme for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm down for it. I love astronomy. I can't wait till we can go to other planets. I will totally take a ride anytime someone wants to give me one to outer space. I absolutely love that piano on that one because it was in there, but it wasn't out in the forefront, but you could still hear it. And it was so delicate and it was just lovely. The piano made it for me on that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
A perfect closing song. Like you said, it's a perfect closing song for the album.
Yeah. We're not going to have time to play tribute, but I don't want to cry anyway. So we're just gonna go ahead and talk our way out of this here. So overall, what do you think of the album?
I love the album. I'm saying 10 out of 10 for me, but I really, in my eyes, Stevebonino can do no wrong. So right. I love him. To me, I do want to say, his vocals to me, I mean, his lyrics to me are what Daniel Gildenlow's lyrics are to you. So I know how much he means to you. So now you understand how much Stevebonino means to me.
His lyrics mean every bit of that to me as well. They hit me on a different level than Daniel's do. Daniel's hit me on a deeper emotional level when he talks about like death and stuff like that. Those are the ones that really hit me in a different way, and not better, not worse, but different. They hit me in a different way. I still think Steve is the best lyricist out there. I think 100%. Anybody who can take a handful of words that somebody provides with no melody and write a whole song around them that makes sense, I think to me is genius. And, you know, his production skills and mixing skills and his musicianship, being able to play guitar and, you know, bass and everything, just absolutely one of my favorite artists in the world. I just have nothing bad I could ever say about the guy. I mean, he's just one of my heroes. So I give it a 10 out of, yeah, definitely. I give it a 10 out of 10 too. Rob's work on this is wonderful as well. And Eric Comfer, they really just knocked it out of the park. We're going to start production soon on Red 32 2. So I've already got a handful of grooves here that we can probably work with. I don't know. I've got so many. I've probably got 50 different grooves that we haven't touched. So we're just going to have to kind of pick through them and see what we want to continue with. And I just got a new synthesizer. So I'm going to have a whole bunch of new styles coming. So, but I got to finish Red TRV first. The album's going to be called Zen. I'm just about done. That should be coming out hopefully next month. And then, I mean, I really got to focus on that. I haven't touched it in like 3 weeks. I haven't touched it. I've done nothing. So, but Kris, thank you for being here today. And thanks for, I think you're very insightful and way more insightful than you think you are. You know way more about music than you let on. You pick out some things that really are pretty deep and pretty intelligent things you pick out of music. You're a very intelligent listener. And I think you did a wonderful job. And thanks for bringing Talk to me today.
Well, thank you so much, Tony, for the opportunity. I'm so stoked to be here. This was super fun and I loved it. And I just want to say thank you to every musician that I've ever come across, whether I've seen you in real life or just on a CD or the radio. You are amazing and I love it. And you give me everything and more. And I can't even explain how much it means to me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, Kris, we'll let you go. You can just go ahead and hit that end meeting button there.
Okay.
And we will see you. I don't know what's going to happen next week, if I'm going to be on or not. I got some stuff this week that may affect next Saturday. So we don't know. So anyway, thank you, Kris. You were wonderful. Have a great day.
See you on the flip side.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kris Hendley. And she's trying to figure out how to hang up her thing. There you go.
There we go.
Did a wonderful job today. I was very impressed with the album Talk. It's my life. I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. And I want to thank everybody for being here today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make next week or not, you guys. Oh, you guys know what's going on. I got surgery this week, so I don't know if I'm going to be on the air. It depends how I feel. Wednesday, I got surgery, and I may be out for a week or two. I don't know yet. We'll see how I react on Wednesday. So I'll let you guys know, though, if I'm going to be on next Saturday. I got a whole bunch of new music I'd like to play. So hopefully I'll be on next week. But if not, I should be on the week after. So big shout out to Kris Hendley. Big shout out to everybody in the chat room who hung with us for 3 hours and listened to Red 32. Thank you for all who have supported Red 32, DJ Tony, House of Prague, Melodic Revolution Records. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. And everybody have a great weekend. You guys know what I'm going to say. Peace, love, be good to each other. And we will see y'all back here in a week or two. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace.